Hi everybody, Mr. G here. Today we're going to introduce the idea of Git and GitHub and kind of how they work and what are the basics that you need to know how to use. First of all, when we're working in Visual Studio Code, we'll often have files that end in a .md, like the readme.md here, which when I look at it, you can see some kind of blue text, some orange red text. So it appears to be kind of like there's some formatting going on. And Markdown is actually a little bit like a programming language in the sense that it allows us to kind of type things out and have them appear differently when it's processed. The cool part about using Visual Studio Code, though, is that it can preview what the formatted Markdown will look like. So if I were to go over to the file on the left here and right click on it, the top option is Open Preview. And if I were to right click on the tab up here, we'd notice if you go down a little bit, there's also an Open Preview option. And if I click that, it shows me this nice formatting, which is coming straight from this file with the normal looking text. So whenever you're looking at the notes for this class, I'd always recommend using this open preview method to view kind of the nicer version. So use that work that I'm putting in ahead of time to make it look a little nicer. So this is not actually a section of the regular AP course. This is something that we are using as we are learning Java. So I labeled it section 0, which doesn't actually exist. But here we're going to be learning about Git and GitHub. So this is kind of a precursor section. It's meant to help us understand what version control is. So here's the material that we're going to cover. We're going to cover what Git is, how does Git work, what is Git versus what is GitHub, and how do we use GitHub Desktop. And I'll usually in this readme.md is the starting point for any repository. I'll always tell you at the end kind of where should you go. Oh, to use this repository, I should go to the notes.md document. So we're going to bump over to there, and in the next video, you'll notice the preview window updates. In the next video, we're going to start talking about what Git is.